We give honor to God today, who is the head of our lives,
Yes.
to the First Lady, and to all the ministries here with the truth. We thank the Lord for all his blessings.
Amen.
We thank the Lord for his word. We thank the Lord for his comfort
Yes.
in our time of need, and even comfort when we don't even think about it. He's still comforting us.
Yes.
We seen a lot of things happen in this city and around this nation. So they were telling me that every time we have an eclipse, some main event occurs around that. So we're saying, what's going to happen now? Eclipse and something happens. For those of us who read our Bibles, we should be ready for what comes our way. Because everything points toward the coming of the Lord, his return. And this time that we live in now, there's no time to give up, but it's time to look up.
All right.
He is soon to return.
Soon.
And we must know that in our days now, that Satan is going to step up his attack. He is stepping up his attack.
Yes.
He's preying on the fears of man and the frustration of man, to get folks thinking about other things other than the Lord. But we who pray and we who see God, we are not going to fall for the okie doke.
All right.
And we're going to be alert. We're going to stay awake. We know where Satan's seat is.
Come on now.
But I'm not here to talk about Satan.
Come on.
He gets too much attention as it is.
Yes, yes.
Every time we turn on the TV, he's in the headlines. Whether over in Barcelona or here in the United States. Somebody took a truck and killed 14 people. And then went to another city trying to do the same thing. But God is still ruling things.
Amen.
What Satan does, he only does what God allows. And I'm not saying that God wants it to happen, but what God allows. He ain't taking over anyone and nothing. So keep that in your mind.
All right.
Satan ain't running nothing.
Thank you, Jesus.
God still rules.
Amen.
But today I want you to turn to the New Testament book of St. John, the 13th chapter. And we're going to read verses 31 down and including verse 35. Continue to pray for Sister Carolyn Griffin. He's at home sick. And for those few scriptures, we will understand. Thank you all for going with us on Thursday night over to Pastor Nancy, District Elder Nancy Branch and Tommy Branch's anniversary.
Amen.
Thank you for everything. Appreciate that. And by way of announcement, we got another one to go to next week. Next Sunday, we got to go to El Dorado.
Amen.
So get your traveling shoes on. They came to us. We got to go to them. Fair, yes, fair. Right is right. Let us stand, please, for the reading of God's word. We're going to read verses 31 through 35. It reads, therefore, chapter 13 of St. John, 31 to 35. We're going to read responsively, as we always do here. 31 says, therefore, when he was gone out, Jesus said, now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. Read.
If God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in himself, and shall straightway glorify him.
Little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me, and as I said unto the Jews, whither I go, ye cannot come. So now I say to you,
a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another.
verify we together. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Let us pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for this opportunity to stand before you this day. We thank you, Lord God, for the Word of Truth family. We thank you, Lord God, for the word that's coming forth. Now, Lord, I cannot do this without you. Give me clarity of mind, thought, and speech as I bring forth this letter. Thank you for giving me the mind and giving me the opportunity and the knowledge to put this message together. I know it's because of you, Father. You put it in my heart. Now, Father, anoint what I say. Be pleased with what I say. Give you approval of what I say today. I need you right now, Father. I take no message for granted. I always want to give my best, Father, to your glory and to your honor. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. For ask these blessings, Jesus, we pray. Everyone said,
Amen.
As always, you know, I give it that title, and I want you to look at someone very seriously. Find someone and look them in the eye. Is anybody connected to somebody?
Yes, ma'am.
Today's title starts with a question. Ask your neighbor, are you a disciple?
Are you a disciple?
Well, show your love.
We'll show you love.
Turn to someone else. Say, are you a disciple?
Are you a disciple?
Well, show your love.
We'll show you love.
Go to hand praise. You know, I watched this show called Showtime at the Apollo. And Steve Harvey hosts it when it comes on. And whenever they bring out a contestant, someone's getting ready to perform, whether it be a comedian or a juggler or a singer, the first thing he said to the audience was, show your love.
Show you love. Right.
To so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so.
Uh-huh.
And on last night and early this morning, as I was putting the message together, I mean, those two words dropped in my mind. Show your love.
Show you love.
Now the scene is set here, and I read down a few verses, but when you get up around verse 20, and down to verse 20 to 30, the scene of Jesus is at the Last Supper.
Uh-huh.
And he was talking to the disciples, and he said, one of you shall betray me.
Right.
And once he said that, they began to cause a little bit of panic in the room. The thing that was said was, is it I, Lord? They wanted to know who it was going to be.
Right.
So while he was at the table, Simon Peter was kind of laying on Jesus' breast,
Uh-huh.
his head and shoulder light. And Simon Peter wanted to know, well, who is it? Who is this betrayer of you, Jesus? And Jesus felt the need to let him know. He said, now when I dip, the one that sups with me will be the one that's guilty. It became Judas Iscariot.
Yes, Lord.
And Judas was the one that did the dastardly deed, that did the dirt, that betrayed him. And Jesus said, basically, now, Judas, what you got to do it quickly. Get it done.
Yep.
And you read down further in around verse 30, after Judas leaves, he began to set some things into motion.
Right.
He get everything ready to betray Jesus. But as he leaves, then Jesus speaks to the other 11. Now is the Son of Man glorified.
I know.
And as I began to study this last night, I wondered why he said now is the Son of Man glorified after Judas leaves. He didn't say while you was there. He said after he left, he said now is the Son of Man glorified.
Now, yeah.
And I began to study. I pulled up my Matthew Henry. I began to dig and I began to find two answers. He was basically saying now the reproach and the betrayer is gone.
Come on.
Now is the Son of Man glorified. And God will let me know he can't get no glory. When you got sin and reproach and mess and junk going on in his life. He gets no glory out of that.
All right.
He gets no glory when children of God are fighting and betraying one another. He gets no glory out of that.
No.
Now that Jesus is gone, now is the Son of Man glorified. But it was more than just that.
Come on.
As I begin to read down, he was also saying, now is the Son of Man crucified. Because God will get the glory out of the crucifixion of Jesus.
Right.
And we're in a day and time now where things are getting so bad. When you see all the confusion in the land.
Yes.
But God is more disturbed about the confusion in the church.
Yes, yes.
And God gets no glory out of a church in all disarray, where a house divided against itself cannot stand.
Cannot stand.
Will not stand.
Right.
And God is not going to be in the middle of it. That's why the pastor,
come on,
it is my job to keep the peace.
All right.
Well, he goes on and begins to talk to them. He said, if God be glorified in him, God shall also glorify him in him.
All right.
And shall straightway glorify him. So in other words, as Jesus glorified me, I will glorify him in him.
Wow.
Yes.
But then he go on down and he reads more. He said, now little children. He said to the disciples, little children.
Little children.
Here now I'm getting ready to leave you now. I'm departing. I'm finna go away from y'all. As I told the Jews, you can't go with me.
Can't go.
You cannot follow me where I'm going.
Right.
Why are we saying little children? Talking to grown men.
Right.
Because our God began to let me see it. You know how it is when you're around somebody. Maybe it's your mama or your daddy. And they give you real good advice. They take care of business. And you can depend upon them. And like you love your daddy. Your dad would take you fishing and correct you, let you drive in his lap, and did all kind of things make you feel loved. But the idea of them leaving you make you feel real sad. Y'all ain't hearing me.
Yes.
I remember one day a woman told me that her daughter was getting ready to go to college. And when it came time for her to leave to go to college, she went and began to sit to her and her mother let her hug her. Because she would begin to feel a little bit uneasy about being out on her own.
Right, right.
But Jesus was saying, little children, I'm getting ready to leave you. Don't you worry about it. Now don't worry about me leaving you. He said, now I got something for you. As Jesus would leave and tell him, now I want you to do something for me. If you want to keep things together, if you want to hold it together, I want you to love.
Yes, Lord.
One another.
Love one another.
And a lot of times they really didn't get what he was saying.
No.
Love one another. He was saying now, you be known as my disciples if you love one another. Y'all ain't hearing me.
Right.
And most of the time when it comes to church folks, we think we're going to be showing our godliness and our holiness by our anointing. I show you how godly I am by how I quote the scriptures or how I preach the word. They think they're showing that God is by doing that. I want to say because I go to church and pay tithes. Jesus said, about this, tell all men, y'all ain't hear me. They will know that you are my disciples if you show love.
All right.
But he said, if. If means predicated on actions.
Right.
Somebody say amen in here.
Amen.
If, it means something's going to happen that's going to cause your love to wane. And he basically saying to keep that love going. Now then he basically was saying to them, show your love. Don't let the world see your nastiness. Let the world see your division. Show your love. But you see, before he got there, he said, now I'm not just suggesting this. He said, a new commandment I give to you. He commanded them to love each other. Y'all ain't hear me.
Yeah, come on. Right. Yes, sir.
So what are we seeing today?
My Lord.
What are we seeing today in the church? What are we seeing among God's people? The world is showing all kind of nastiness.
Yes, they are.
They're fighting. They're scratching. Everybody's trying to get a position. One group trying to put another group down. Y'all ain't hearing me. I watch the TV a lot, and I listen to some of these commentators, and Republicans are saying, don't tell me they help the Republican Party and Republican backers. One man said, wait a minute, he's the president of the United States. He's the head of all the people. It ain't about Republican or Democrat, about the nation. Where's the love for the nation? Come on, somebody. And we are going to stop trying to tie down and divide, because the devil is saying, goody, goody, gumdrop. And that's what I wanted to see, not just with the Republicans and Democrats, but in God's house. There are divisions and schisms and isms in God's house. And the world is seeing more division than I see love.
Help us today, Lord.
Where's the love?
Where's the love?
Where they see when they see you? It's about this year, all men. No, that's the church folks. When they see you on your job, what do they see? Do they see your anger? Do they see your smart mouth? Do they see your frustration? Do they see your doubt? Do they see your fear? What do they see when they see you? What are you showing the world? Somebody help me say amen today. Amen. I'm going to preach this thing. What do they see when you're in traffic and you get cut off? When you're standing in line at the supermarket and taking too long? What do they see when they get the order wrong at Wendy's? What do they see, come on, Lord, when things go bad out in public? What are you showing them? The world will tell you in a minute, you ain't saved. They're in a hot second to begin to condemn you. Yes. They expect you to show Jesus. You know, they ain't doing it. But when it came down to them, she was going to send them now. He going to send back the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost. Yes. He going to go to the cross and he going to die. But you got to show each other some love. Y'all ain't hearing me. Because he basically said, I have set a good example before you. I showed you love. I showed you how to love. I love the enemy that came towards me. I had to fight and I ain't talking about it. You had a good example of me, and I showed that same love to your brother and your sister.
Right. Amen.
It seems me in the church that seems to be winning. What you mean, Pastor Stegall? The Bible says in the last days, the love makes you wax cold. You see, now when I begin to study about what Jesus was saying, he was saying, don't just show it love, but be loved on the inside. Let love be in your DNA. Let the root of your existence be love. Because if it ain't deep in you, you easily get back in your flesh. I remember some years ago, Mr. Ingeborg remember this song, the Bee Gees sing a song, How Deep Is Your Love? Right. Lord have mercy. And how true was saying that is. How deep is your love? If it's real deep, you won't be plucked up by the roots and cast away. Deep love endures a whole lot of stuff. Deep love will cause you to remain patient. Deep love will keep you on an even keel. And when somebody got shallow roots in love, they'll fall out of love in a true instance. Once things go bad, they out the door ready to run somewhere else. But I come to tell you today, it's time for us to grow up and show love. Quit showing fear. Quit showing doubt. Quit showing hate. Quit showing worry. Show some love.
Come on now.
When I saved some years ago, there were people in the church who were proud of their short tongue, proud of their short temper, proud of how they get folks told. Come in a church and brag about it. Yeah, I got them told, and forgot about who they were and who they represented. You're not here to be a better you in sin. You're supposed to be better you in holiness. Come on, somebody. The anointing does not allow you to get nasty. You should be more loving. The power of God is being come to make you more nasty, make you more loving. Y'all ain't hear me. When you in the church, you should be more loving. If God and you in God, you should be more loving.
Yes,
where's the love?
Where is it?
Ask yourself this question. What am I showing? He said, if Jesus says, I'll be lifted up from the earth, I will draw. When you lift up Jesus, you are showing love. And when you show love, you withdraw. Somebody, come on, sing. I'll be in Walmart, and I tell somebody what I'm doing. And another word is, I want to come to your church. I want them to feel welcome to come to Word of Truth.
Yes.
And come on and be around me. It's something wrong when people see you as a child of God and they can't stand to be in your presence. Something wrong there. Because see, Jesus was saying, I want you to go out in the world and make a good impression. Yes, impressions do matter. They should not see you as a nasty, cranky old person professing to be saved and sanctified. That is not a good representation of Christ.
Come on. Amen.
I'm going to leave you now. Now, you notice he didn't say, do a bunch of miracles. That'll make them know you're my disciples. He didn't say, heal the sick, raise the dead. No. But see, because a lot of folks today, they're doing a lot of stuff like that. And they're having all these miracle healings and miracle revivals, and they're talking a lot of stuff, and they got health and wealth doctrine, but when it really comes down to it, you don't see the love.
Right. Yeah.
Come on, somebody. I was watching the TV this morning, and right now, as all this junk is going on, the word is saying, where is the church folks?
There it is.
Come on here. With all the hate groups out there, where are the church folks?
Yes.
Help me, Holy Ghost. They had Jerry Falwell Jr. on TV. And they asked him, why you support Trump? And he said, because he said what was on his mind. And he had no filter. I said, wait a minute, that's your reason for supporting this man? You are a godly man saying because he said what was on his mind, that's why I support him. I said, you couldn't give no godly answer behind that because there was no godly answer behind it. I said, my goodness. Now they look at him like, you're supposed to be a God, man of God, and this man shows all kind of negativity, and that's why you support him? Couldn't give a godly answer. He had none. And with all that and the hate is rising up. Where is the church? Where are the godly people? Where are the disciples of Jesus?
Yes.
Where are we? Are we consumed by the same hate? I don't like neo-Nazis, but I ain't got time to hate them. They need to get saved. They need to learn how to love. One of the reasons why God said, go out there in the park and don't preach about politics. Talk about the love of God.
Amen.
Be out in the open, telling folks to love one another. That's what we've got to do. By this.
By this.
Are you doing this?
Yes.
What am I showing? What am I doing? And it's a question that we have got to ask ourselves as a body of believers. Because there's so much hate in the world. And the Bible says that in the last days, the love of men shall wax cold. Now because the world waxed cold, we should be even more loving. He was saying that as I stated, he said, now you should show love when there's no occasion to do so. Come on, saints. Yes. When everybody else is ready to pull out their gun, pull out their knife, and start slashing and stabbing and throwing all kind of four-letter words and throwing rocks and bricks and throwing pee on one another, you should be out there saying, I'm going to send you some love. Y'all ain't hearing me. You might send me a rock, but I'm going to send you some love. You might call me a name, but I'm going to send you some love. Y'all ain't hearing me. He said, by this shall all men know that you are my disciples.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, thank you, Lord.
So who are you? Are you a disciple? Show your love.
Amen.
Don't show me your anger. No, don't show them that. Don't show your disgust. Show them your love. I'm telling all of y'all on these jobs, and you're going to be hemmed up, and you'll be by yourself, and no one will sing around you. And the enemy's going to get in your ears and look here. Don't take no milk of a nobody.
Come on.
And that's the very thing that got folks in trouble. They have no control. Y'all ain't hearing me. I found out something. When you got love in your heart, you got some self-control. You got some discipline. You won't say and go back and forth when they come at you. I remember what I heard someone say. They found out why Donald Trump is the way he is. It said a Jewish man told him, and when someone hits you, hit back harder. Don't you apologize for nothing, and don't take nothing off of nobody. A Jewish man told him that, and he lived his life that way. He's unrepentant. He don't care if he lied or not. If a little child speaks against him, he goes back at everybody. He don't leave nobody with nothing. That's the worst advice in the world. And Lord have mercy, if he's the president putting that mess over the pulpit, over the pulpit, it gets in the mind of other folks. If he did it, I can do it too. But not the church folks, not the godly folks. What we're going to do is the very opposite. If you show hate, I show love. When they go low, I go high. Y'all ain't hearing me. It's time to stand up and don't be afraid to show your love. Our example is Jesus Christ. And we know whenever we claim that we are followers of Christ, there's always a demon around trying to debunk that. They'll tell you in a minute, yeah, you say you're saved, but I saw you doing something the other day. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. I ain't saying that one bit. There ain't none perfect down here. But they see more love in you than you hate.
Amen.
Come on, somebody. You should be always ready to go to battle with folks and ready to fight back at everybody. No. Yeah. Even now you have a failure too. But when it was overall, they'll see more of Jesus than anything else. And if that ain't the case, you need to get down on your knees. The Lord help me not to show my anger, not to show my doubt, not to show my fear. Help me to show my love.
Show my love. Yes.
Remember some years ago, growing up, women wore slips.
Amen.
On their clothes.
Right.
And they would say, if the slip was a little too long for the dress, they would tell us, sister, your slip is hanging. Basically what they're saying was something's out of place. When you don't show your love and show hate, the slip is hanging. Something's out of place. I remember watching the tour of Ray Charles. And he told it to some people from up north. When you start doing drugs, somebody said, Ray, your slip is hanging.
Yes.
I want to tell the church here, if they can't see your love, if they can't see Jesus in you, then your slip is hanging. So come on now, try to pull it up, tighten it up, and get it where it needs to. Y'all ain't hearing me. Pull your love up, tighten it up, and get it where it needs to be. The saints, we're careful about everything. We are very careful to watch our health and our money and everything around us. But what about paying attention to your love meter? Is it low or is it high? Or is it where it needs to? Y'all ain't hearing me. We say, Lord, I will pray tonight. I want to ask you to help me to get my love meter back up. Am I your disciple? Do men can see Jesus in me, or do you see me? Can God get glory out of my life, or will you sit up here spinning my wheel? Come on, saints. Yeah, you might get anointed, you might be appointed, but are you showing love?